Alright, I'm about sick of my damn phone overheating, and I'm sick of waiting for quiet time in my crib. So we all dealing with what we got right now, and we gonna pull the trigger on some other things in definite due time. I don't care if you don't like the patience you gotta exude. Let's get to it though. Yo, Raw was alright this week, man. There was solid builds for everybody, and that's really what I got. I want to run through both, but I'm gonna run through this one because I think NXT needs a little bit more of the attention for real. Leading into the transition, 2.0 is done. You know what I'm saying? So now we technically we're not back in no days, but this is definitely a new era, coming through with NXT as a brand. So going into Halloween Havoc, man. We got Braun Breaker, Ilya Dragunov, and JD McDonough. And now they got the triple threat. Okay, we seen it coming from last week. So now with these guys going into a triple threat match, I like Braun. You know what I mean? If they really trying to establish NXT as a brand, then Braun wins. Braun don't need no call up just yet. We don't need all of the extra stuff going on main roster. This cat's that done OD lost TV time. You know what I'm saying? Because of all of the shifts that have been going on since early summer. Now we pretty much in fall now. So now everything going on in this season, you can see all of this stuff starting to really take form. Certain characters haven't necessarily grown legs of their own, but this little thing with the Bray rumor, that thing done got legs and wings and sprouted a whole bunch of extras. So it's like, all right, well let's see what that's going to give us, because it's so much speculation around it that I can't even try to care to put it together, because I'm just interested to see how it's gonna play out. Maybe the next big thing Triple H does, but for right now with this, I'm just interested to see what type of surprises he's bringing to us, and that's as far as Raw goes. Braun Breaker doesn't need a call up to all of that right now. I think that if he gets the triple threat, then he's going to continue to further establish NXT as a brand. I'm not too sure about him trying to be like the extra white meat babyface, because that's definitely the vibe he's kind of giving off, now, like that he's a little more seasoned. But it's he's solid. I don't think the crowd is ready for Dragunov yet. Like, he's definitely that, but McDonough takes the pin from Breaker. That's how I'm seeing it. And if Dragunov win, then look, and oh look, I mean the whole flip, the real twist in there would be if Devitt get the match. You know what I mean? Like, I think it would be dope to see him as champion. It would be a little shift for NXT, but as far as like imagery goes, this is a new era, this is a new administration, and he's great in ring. It could go to another level, and then Braun can still catch a call up. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But that's how I'm feeling about all of that as far as those matches go. Then we had Mandy Rose taking on Fallon Henley. Now, only reason I couldn't recall Fallon Henley off the top is because she's just now starting to get time on TV, for real, for real. Now, she's been getting TV time, but I'm talking like stuff that's making her seemingly memorable. Like, all right, cool. It's happening slowly. I'm seeing it happen, but it's going to take a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And then losing to Mandy, it's like, dang, that was just something to make Mandy look strong, which ain't nothing wrong with, but still, like, dang, we want great things for Fallon. But I mean, at the end of the day, Mandy's where it's at. If Toxic Attraction gets the call up and Mandy stays on NXT for a while, Toxic Attraction can't break up. Mandy makes a dope surprise entrance whenever down the line that happens. That's how I'm foreseeing all of this. So in between all of that time is just character development. It would be kind of rough to see him split in the meantime, but knowing that it'll lead to, a strong, faction on the main roster down the line. Look, those girls as a tag team are doing great, in my opinion. I think it's just solid build for the tag division in itself. So I'm not gonna complain about all of it. I'm just gonna complain about aspects of the in ring. We need to see a little bit more of this. Like, if you could do it like the way they doing it, then they could do it a little faster. Now, I'm not saying rush through the matches, but it's like, what's the difference between these indie professionals and the style that we getting in WWE? Obviously the move set, but come on now, who's producing these matches? Like, Let's bring a little more of their skill and talent out, you know what I mean? As opposed to just seeing their stamina, like let's see the actual athleticism they got instead of like moves we know are going to be definitely safe because NXT, but whatever. Alba Fire sent the fiery message to Mandy Rose. Alba moving into the NXT Women's Championship picture. She been there. I think this is going to be, she's clearly next. I can't think of anyone else on the women's roster right now at NXT that, is more ready for that. She made the full transition. I personally watched her, go from whatever her old name was, LOL, you know what I mean, up to where she's at now. And this character fits her more. It's good to see how she's developed. She looks a lot more confident on screen. And we just going when she becomes women's champion, then we going to see what she turns into after that. And technically it's going to start all over again because we need to see how she's getting booked and all that. But then it's really going to come down to how she's conveying herself. You know what I'm saying? But she's going to need some good shit because the accent part, whatever though. Wesley, Tony D'Angelo, and Tony D'Angelo went down with a knee injury. Looked serious. West's face was crazy. Now he in the triple threat. Well, not triple threat, but now he in what's that, like 6-man or something like that in the ladder match for the North American. I'm pulling for Melo. I like West. I do like West a lot. I want to see West win too, but I'm going for Melo before that. The way they got West's character going, it's like, man, got a not fluke victory, but how much is this is a work? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but it looked pretty serious. But we'll see how things go, moving through the weeks. So Ruka beat Amari Miller. I did not see it, but I'm hearing things about whatever's going on over there. Joe Gacy beat Cameron Grimes. Okay, so my version of this on Hulu, I was a little out of it with all of these matches. Like it was no more girl matches, and then it was like 3 guy matches, and that shit started to drag. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what I got as far as somewhat of a critique, quote unquote, for how that all played out. Like the episode was alright, but by this match, I was like, okay, is this the main event? Is it done? But there was still so much show to go, and it's like, alright, this is either a super silly closing angle or this is dragging. And then it was a 2-hour show that I didn't even get to see. Nikita Lyons beat Kaden Carter. Champions should not be losing matches. That's what I'm gonna say on that, and I'm not saying anything else because I said what I needed to say about it. Dragunov beat Zion Quinn. Made sense. Zion Quinn is looking like he's starting to get a little direction for himself now. I'm liking it, and I'm liking his look. I've been liking his look, so we just going to keep on waiting to see what they got for him. Brutus Creed defeated Damon Kemp via DQ. Damon Kemp went off on him. And it just turned into a whole thing. I think that's what ended the show. Nah, see, that's what I mean. It was all main event angles. I'll say that, definitely. That's why I'm like, I don't want to talk down on it. So these are all main event angles, but at the same time, it's like, man, this shit was dragging, bro, respectfully. So now, looking at the Briggs and Jensen, and then Gallus, and then the pub rules, and no alcohol, and PG programming. And like that's what I was getting from that match. You know what I mean? Like it was all leading to the Gallus angle with these cats, punching officials and then getting indefinitely suspended ultimately. So I'm hearing ideas of the rebrand and the repackaging. The name isn't going to make sense. The name is crazy in like a whole nother culture. You know what I'm saying? It's a transition from UK. I'm guessing the best thing to do for these guys is give them some new names and new gimmicks. And whatever direction they go in, I'm pretty sure, I've heard rumor, but I'm not going to get into it. Either way, I think that the 3 of them dressing a little more American, which they did, was pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? And is there anything else? Outside of the crazy video package with the Pretty Deadly Boys, go ahead, subscribe, man. Please.